Hi, everyone. I'm here. Have you ever looked up into the night sky and thought about how small you are in comparison to the universe? How insignificant are our lives in the grand scheme of things? As we gaze at stars so far away that their light takes years to reach us, it's hard not to feel tiny. In this vast cosmic expanse, our time on Earth seems fleeting, a blink of an eye in the grand timeline of existence. Now, imagine turning that perspective around. Instead of thinking about how small your lifespan is in comparison to the universe, what if we flipped the script and made you the center of the universe? What if, instead of being a tiny speck of dust, you were the entire galaxy? What if your life expectancy wasn't measured in decades or even centuries, but stretched out over a staggering 500 years? In this video, we will explore what would happen if the lifespan of every human on the planet was extended to 500 years. But before we dive into this intriguing concept, I want to share something exciting with you all. Now, back to our thought experiment. If humans were to suddenly start living for 500 years, the impact on our society, culture, and even the planet itself would be nothing short of monumental. Firstly, let's consider the sheer longevity of such a lifespan. It means that every individual would have ample time to pursue their interests, develop their skills, and make significant contributions to various fields. Imagine having 5 centuries to master a craft, hone your knowledge, and leave an indelible mark on the world. It would undoubtedly accelerate progress in science, technology, and the arts. However, as more and more centuries pass by, the accumulation of knowledge and experiences could become overwhelming. The human brain might not be equipped to handle 500 years of memories, emotions, and stories without experiencing some sort of cognitive overload. The question arises, would our minds be able to keep up with the vast expanse of our extended lifespans? A longer lifespan also raises questions about population growth. With each passing year, more babies are born and the world becomes a little more crowded. If humans can now live for 500 years, the population would explode, leading to overpopulation and straining our planet's resources. Cities would become overcrowded, food shortages could occur, and the demand for resources would skyrocket. It's a sobering thought that our world, as we know it, might not be able to sustain such a drastic increase in population. And then there's the issue of work. If humans live for 500 years, how many jobs would they need to have? Would people still retire after working for decades? Or would the concept of retirement itself become obsolete? How would our economy adapt to such a dramatic shift in the workforce? These are challenging questions that require careful consideration. Love and relationships would also be redefined. Marriage, partnerships, and family structures would have to adapt to a completely different dynamic when both partners have 500 years to spend together. Children born today could potentially live to see their great-grandchildren, blurring the lines between generations. The traditional family tree would transform into a complex web of multi-generational relationships. Overpopulation and resource scarcity could also lead to conflicts and wars, but perhaps not in the way we imagine them today. Wars fought over land and natural resources might give way to conflicts over time itself. Countries and civilizations might clash over who gets to live longer or who has access to resources that prolong life. The concept of war would take on a whole new meaning in a world where time is the ultimate currency. But what about personal growth, and self-discovery. Would a 500-year lifespan allow for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us? Or would it become a curse rather than a blessing? Imagine reaching your twilight years and realizing that you've seen every season life has to offer, experienced every emotion, and witnessed countless changes. There's an inherent beauty in the finite nature of our lives. Each day is a gift, a reminder that time is precious and should be cherished. Living for 500 years means you could potentially witness significant historical events firsthand. You could watch empires rise and fall, see technological advancements that seemed like science fiction, and observe humanity's journey through the cosmos. It would be an extraordinary experience, like living through multiple lifetimes condensed into one. But it's important to remember that while centuries might seem like an eternity, they're only a blink in the grand scheme of 500 years. We could still be here watching videos like this one in the distant future. So what do you think? Would you want to live for 500 years and become a literal star in the sky? Or do you appreciate the brevity of life as it is, knowing that each moment is precious and fleeting? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As we wrap up this thought-provoking journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the significance of life itself. Our existence on this planet is truly unique and precious. Each of us has the opportunity to make a difference, to leave a legacy behind, and to experience the full spectrum of human emotions and relationships. While the prospect of living for centuries is fascinating, it also comes with its own set of challenges and complexities. Overcoming the hurdles of overpopulation, resource scarcity, and the potential breakdown of societal structures would require careful planning and adaptation. It's a daunting task that begs the question, are we ready for such a monumental shift in our existence? On the other hand, the idea of living for 500 years offers a tantalizing glimpse into the limitless potential of the human spirit. It allows us to dream of a future where wisdom is boundless, where accomplishments are legendary, and where the boundaries of human endeavor are pushed beyond our wildest imaginations. It's up to us to decide whether we want to remain the tiny specks of dust in the grand tapestry of the universe or evolve into stars that shine brightly for centuries. The choice is ours. The relentless march of time reminds us that every moment is fleeting. Each second that passes is a reminder of the preciousness of life. Yet within this brevity lies the opportunity to make a lasting impact. As we navigate the complexities of our existence, let's strive to live each day to the fullest, embracing the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. Let's cherish the connections we make, the experiences we encounter, and the dreams we pursue. After all, it's not the length of our lives that truly matters, but the depth and richness of the lives we lead. So here's to living a life that shines brightly, a life that touches the hearts of others, and a life that leaves a legacy for future generations to admire. Remember, you have the power to make every moment count, to chase your dreams relentlessly, and to make a positive impact on the world around you. Go forth and embrace the gift of life with open arms. Live each day with passion, purpose, and gratitude, knowing that you are capable of achieving extraordinary things. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. May your own life be filled with wonder, growth, and fulfillment. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars and never stop dreaming big. That concludes our exploration of what would happen if humans lived for 500 years. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, please don't hesitate to hit the thumbs up button below. Your support means everything to us. Additionally, if you're eager to learn more about fascinating topics like this, consider subscribing to our channel. We have a plethora of intriguing content that we know you'll love. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the cosmos and beyond. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep looking up at the stars.